The news hit like a thunderbolt across the Bay Area. Whispers, rumors, emotions boiling over the surface. Steph Curry, the heart and soul of the Golden State Warriors, might be saying goodbye. Just the thought of it sends chills down the spine of every Dubs fan who has lived and breathed every three-pointer, every smile, every championship parade that he made possible. 4 years, Curry has been more than just a basketball player. He's been a movement, a revolution, a symbol of joy on the hardwood. But now, those same fans who once screamed his name with pride are left asking, could this really be the end of an era? Rumors began quietly, hidden between locker room whispers and analyst speculation. Yet, as days passed, the echoes grew louder. Curry's thinking about the future, insiders hinted. A future that, shockingly, might not include the Warriors jersey that has defined him for over a decade. The Chase Center, that glittering monument to Warriors' dominance, suddenly feels like a cathedral of nostalgia. Every mural, every jersey, every memory of Steph's magic seems to glow a little dimmer with the possibility that the man himself could soon walk away. Fans are caught between denial and heartbreak. Some refuse to believe it. He'll retire a Warrior, they say with trembling voices. Others, however, sense a shift in the wind, an inevitability that the sands of time spare no legend, not even the one who changed the game forever. Reports swirl that the strain of recent seasons, the injuries, the changing roster, and the fading chemistry have weighed heavily on Curry's heart. He's loyal, everyone knows that, but loyalty sometimes collides with reality. And reality is whispering that maybe, just maybe, it's time for something new. From Oakland to San Francisco, murals of Curry have become pilgrimage sites. Fans stop, stare, and wonder if these paintings will soon become memorials of a glorious past. The splash, the shimmy, the grin, all frozen in time, untouchable, eternal, yet heartbreakingly fragile. Inside the Warriors organization, there's silence. Official statements are cautious, vague, designed to calm the storm without denying it outright. Steph's focus remains on the team, they repeat. But between the lines, the tension is palpable. Draymond Green's cryptic comments didn't help. In a recent podcast, he said, "We've all got to think about what's next." Was it a general reflection or a hint that even within the locker room, they sensed the approaching sunset of the dynasty? Klay Thompson, his brother-in-arms, reportedly looked emotional in recent interviews, speaking about cherishing every game and appreciating the moments. For those who can read emotions, it felt like a farewell wrapped in gratitude. The dynasty that once seemed unbreakable, 4 titles, endless highlights, the small ball revolution, now feels like a beautiful glass statue with cracks forming under the pressure of time. And Curry, the artist of it all, stands at the center, deciding if this is where his masterpiece ends. Fans remember 2015, when he broke the league open with impossible shots. They remember 2016, when he hit 402 threes and changed basketball forever. They remember 2017 and 2018, when he shared the spotlight with Kevin Durant but remained the heartbeat of the team. But time, cruel as it is, has shifted the narrative. The league has evolved, the roster has aged, and the once unstoppable Dubs have become vulnerable. Even the greatest empires eventually face their dusk. Some insiders believe Curry's farewell won't be sudden. They whisper of a graceful exit, a final tour to say goodbye to the fans who chanted MVP for years. If true, that farewell season could be one of the most emotional in NBA history. Across the league, speculation runs wild. What if he finishes elsewhere, chasing one last challenge, mentoring young players, or simply finding peace away from the spotlight? The thought feels almost sacrilegious, yet every rumor adds fuel to that fire. For the fans, the idea of Curry in another jersey feels impossible to process. His name is synonymous with the Warriors, just as Jordan was with the Bulls or Kobe with the Lakers. Anything else feels wrong. Yet, history reminds us that legends sometimes walk different paths. Jordan wore a Wizards jersey. Shaq played in Phoenix. Even icons face crossroads they never imagined. Still, there's something different about Curry. His connection with the Bay runs deeper, emotional, spiritual, almost sacred. He's not just a player, he's part of the community, of families who raised their kids watching his smile light up the court. Every shot he's taken, every tunnel three, every moment of joy has been stitched into the DNA of this franchise. To lose him would be like losing part of the Warriors' soul. The younger players feel it too. Jonathan Kuminga, Brandon Podziemski, Moses Moody, all grew up idolizing Steph. To play alongside him has been both a dream and a lesson in greatness. If he leaves, they'll carry his legacy but never fill his shoes. Steve Kerr, who has coached Curry through triumph and tears, stands at the center of this emotional storm. He said before that coaching Steph is a gift, and you can sense the ache in his tone when asked about the future. Perhaps that's the hardest part for everyone, accepting that gifts don't last forever. The league moves on, and even legends have to decide when it's time to let go. Rumors suggest the front office wants to give him every reason to stay. They're reportedly preparing an emotional tribute, a possible contract extension, and roster moves aimed at convincing him that another ring is still within reach. But deep down, every fan knows the truth. Curry doesn't need another ring to prove anything. His legacy is sealed in gold and blue, carved into the hardwood of Chase Center and the hearts of millions. As speculation intensifies, social media explodes. Hashtags like #ThankYouSteph and #OneLastDance trend globally. Artists, influencers, and even rival players express admiration for what he's meant to the game. Every post feels like both a celebration and a eulogy. The world knows that when Steph finally steps away, basketball will never be the same. Those who were lucky enough to witness his rise remember how improbable it all was. Too small, too fragile, too humble, that's what they said. And yet, he defied every label, transforming weakness into weapon, doubt into dominance. His story is the story of belief, in oneself, in faith, in joy. And perhaps that's why this rumor hurts so much, because Curry represents hope, and the idea of losing that is unbearable. At every Warriors home game now, there's a different kind of energy, bittersweet, electric, desperate. Fans don't just cheer for victories anymore, they cheer for memories. Every shot could be the last of its kind. Steph walks onto the court, smiles, spins the ball, and for a moment, all the noise fades. He's still the same kid from Davidson with fire in his eyes. But those who look closer can see it, the weight of years, of legacy, of love too heavy to carry forever. Maybe that's the beauty of it. Maybe goodbyes are not about endings but about gratitude, about recognizing that something extraordinary happened and will never be repeated. Even rival fans can't deny it. They booed him once, but now they stand to applaud. Because deep down, everyone knows they're watching the last chapters of a fairy tale that redefined basketball. The Warriors without Curry feels like the ocean without waves. Possible, but empty. And yet, as much as it hurts, fans also know that legends never truly leave. They live on in banners, in stories, in kids who pick up a ball and shout, "Curry!" as they shoot in their driveways. The Bay will remember forever. Every rooftop, every bar, every street mural, they'll carry his image like sacred art. When the time comes, the farewell will not be a funeral. It will be a festival, a thank you, a love letter, a collective cry of, "We believe," one last time. Because that's what Steph taught everyone, belief. Belief that joy wins, that humility shines, that greatness can wear a smile. If this truly is goodbye, it's not just the end of an era. It's the completion of a legend written in light. Some say time takes everything. But in Curry's case, time only immortalized him. The boy who once was doubted became the man who changed how the world sees the game. And when the final buzzer sounds on his last night, Chase Center will not fall silent, it will erupt. Tears, cheers, and gratitude all blending into one final roar. For Steph Curry, the Warrior forever. Even if he walks away, even if the jersey comes off, the spirit remains. In every fan who dares to dream, in every shot that arcs toward hope, in every moment the impossible becomes reality. And so, as rumors swirl and hearts tremble, Dub Nation holds its breath, not out of fear, but of love. Because no matter what comes next, this story, our story, will echo forever. Steph Curry might be preparing his goodbye, but his legacy? It's just getting started. Before we dive into the next update, help us keep the Warriors' spirit alive by subscribing to the channel and smashing that like button. Stay connected with all the latest Golden State Warriors news. Now, let's get into it.